Gus had a story to tell. I met this lady up in Providence. She had lost total custody of the children to her husband, and she was at least trying to get 50-50. And they first started doing common law stuff, but it was, when you do this common law stuff, the other side is going to look at it as like frivolous and ridiculous. You got to do it. You got to do it slowly. One step at a time. You can't just come in there and just say, this is a court of record, blah blah blah. You got to slowly break it to them how you're coming in.
Yeah.
And Gus and the lady, they just went in a little too fast, and she basically lost everything. So then the judge finally recognized her, to testify in court, and as soon as she recognized her to testify, the other side had to testify as well. And then as soon as that happened, the attorney for the other side said, okay, fine, we'll accept 50-50. And Gus kind of asked me, it's like, well, what was that all about? It's like, because she realized the attorney no longer had standing, and it was man against woman, and there was nothing for the attorney to do. So the attorney just threw in the towel.
Yeah.
So now she doesn't have to pay child support, and, things are going to work out fine. Yeah. But it was really nice the way Gus was working with this lady for a long time. And, he got her to start to understand, you've got to talk nice to the other side. You can't be like an angry mom and angry dad. You got to talk nice to your ex, even though you hate the ex because the ex cheated on you. You still got to be nice.
Yeah.
And you have to say to them, to the ex, this isn't this. Put our feelings aside. Don't worry what we want. What's in the best interest of the children? Don't you think that they should get to know their mom and their dad? And they were writing good letters then. Once you start toning it down. And like I said, you put it before the court, and then the judge starts seeing what you're doing, because he didn't respond to the first letter. He didn't respond to the second letter. She sent the second one. So in the third one, they sent out a process server.
Yeah.
And her ex-husband got a restraining order on the process server, saying that the process server was scaring him and harassing him. And so obviously you got to go to court in 3 days for a restraining order. And when the judge realized who the process server was, it wasn't one of her friends. It was actually a legitimate, bona fide, registered, private detective, process server who worked for the state police for forever. Worked for the state courts forever. And it's like, oh, he's not. I can't get arrested. No, he's just doing his job. That's what process servers do. If you won't answer the first letter or the second letter, yeah, that's right. She's doing it the right way. She's sending a process server over there now, making sure that he's putting the letter in your hand. So he's put the letter in her hand, in the man's hand. So there you go. So now when he goes to court and she goes to court, the ex-husband can't say, oh, I never got a letter from her.
Yes.
No, he got a letter handed to him in person by you guys call them private detectives over there. Over here we call them process servers.